Hey there, everybody. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. I'm going to back this up just a little bit because I don't want to lose the cards. I really want to focus in on them simultaneously. So it is 1959, Braves replay. It's Milwaukee at Philadelphia this time around. Philadelphia was 64-90, so the Braves should have no problem at all giving them a spanking. Let's see. We got Robin Roberts versus Lou Bordeaux. Or Bordeaux, however you want to pronounce it. And let's roll to see what kind of stuff they have. So we're going to do, I always do my home team first. Not my home team, but the team that I'm replaying. And that's going to be a C for Bordeaux or Bordet. And then, of course, we're going to do Robin Roberts. It's a 1, so he'll be an A. Okay. So it's an A versus C pitcher. That means nothing on paper. It's the advantage goes to the Phillies. But we'll see what happens in the game. All right. So we are at Connie Mack Stadium, 1959. This is in April. And let's start rolling. Let's have some fun. We're playing Fall Classic Baseball. It's Brutton, Matthews, Aaron, Covington, Torrey, Crandall, Logan, Cottier, and Burdett. And it's Ashburn for the Phillies, Ashburn, Anderson, Boucher. Anderson again, Harry Anderson, Post, Jones, and then Fernandez, Hegan, and Roberts. So let's do it. Let's roll some dice and see what happens. Play ball. It's a 54 chart. And that's going to be, check the catcher. Catcher is Hegan. And Hegan, oh, you know what? I do have Philadelphia printed out, so that's easy to do. All right, Hegan is a B, and on a B it says, all right, strike 3 if catcher rating is a G. He frames the pitch ball 4 if catcher range rating is B. So that is a walk for Brutton. And he's on at first base, so the first batter of the game is on first. And here's Eddie Matthews. Here's the pitch from Robin Roberts, who is an A. So let's switch this. There it is. That kind of gets me to focus a little bit better, and then we'll fix Burdett. We'll kind of do this thing like that. And here goes. That didn't help much. That's a 21, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field, shallow right. Coming in under it is Post and makes the catch. There we go. All right, and let me just quickly make another one here. And I got the other one. There we go. So now we can focus on where we should be. All right, so 1 on, 1 out, and here comes Hammerin' Hank Aaron, Mr. Aaron. There's a pitch. It's a 14, and the 14 is going to be a base on balls 1 to 12, so that's a walk. So 2 walks allowed in the inning here by the starter, Robin Roberts, with only 1 out. Here's Wes Covington, the pitch. He's a lefty batter with a 66, and that's going to be a drive, and that's going to be 1 hop off the wall. 1 run comes around. Let's see if Aaron can score. It looks like the left fielder is Harry Anderson, and Harry Anderson will allow the throw is not in time, and it's a 2-run double, so it's 2-0. Just like that, it's 2-0 Braves. Runner on second base, only 1 out. And coming up now is Frank Torrey, who walks a lot, doesn't get many hits. That's a 34, and that'll be a single. Let's see if the runner will score from second. It says assist, so we're going to have an assist on the left fielder, who is Harry Anderson. And here's a throw to the plate, and he is out at the plate. So it's a single. He moves to second on the throw. Oh, and I put him as scoring, and he is out. He is out 7. We're going to do 7. On a double, we're going to do 7, 6, 2. So a perfect relay by the shortstop, Fernandez. So it's 7-6-2. And he is out for out number 2. And going to second on that throw home is Torrey. So there's 2 outs and 1 on. And here comes Del Crandall. And that's a 33. And that is ripped for a base hit to left center field. Run will score from second base. RBI. And that's 3 runs come in here on so far on 3 hits and 2 walks. And up comes the shortstop, Johnny Logan. Johnny Logan was a .291 hitter, so he can swing the bat. That's a 14. That'll be a bouncer to second base. Anderson throws out Logan to retire the side. But 3 runs come in here in the top of the first on 3 hits. And here comes Philadelphia. It's Ashburn, Anderson, and Boucher. Here's a pitch from Burdette, who's a C. So let's see what happens here. We got an A versus a C. Now, I will pull Burdette. If I see he's getting into trouble around the 4th run, I will pull him if he starts getting into trouble. But maybe not, because he doesn't walk a lot. He's got good control. That's going to be a 52, and that's going to be an error check. It's right there, error check on the second baseman, but there's no way that second baseman, and I'll double check just to make sure, Cottier is a 5. So he's a 4W5, so we'll write that in there, 4W5. And that'll be a bounce to the second for out number 1. So Burdette picks up an out. Here's Anderson with a 53 and a 16. Ooh, that's to the shortstop. Shortstop is Logan, and Logan is an 11. So that's by Logan. Dives for it and just past him for a hit. 1 out, 1 hit, 1 on. Boucher. And that's a 15, which will be he's a lefty, ground ball to first. Let's see if the first baseman go to second for 1. He does not. Going to step on the bag. And going to second is Anderson. I put the little 3 there in the box, and that kind of annotates that the third place batter moved him to second. Here comes Harry Anderson. Anderson's a .240 hitter with 14 home runs. The pitch from Burdette. That's a 22, and that's a 1-2 walk. A 12 will be an out. Popped up, catcher under it, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, 1 hit, and no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. And what's interesting here is, look at this, right? The A pitcher allowed 2 walks and 3 hits, while the C pitcher allowed only 1 hit. But see what happens again. I will have a short leash on a C pitcher, unless he's like, Tom Seaver. His C was better than most guys' A. All right, we got Chuck Cottier is up. Logan, it's Crandall, Logan, Cottier, right? Cottier that's how you pronounce his name. Here's a pitch from Robin Roberts, top of the second. It's 3-0 Milwaukee, 4-3, and that's an out. And that's a fly to left, 1 away. Here comes Lou Burdette with a 42, and a 42 will be a fly out. Shallow right, 2-way. Top of the order now for the Braves. Milwaukee is at Philadelphia at Connie Mack Stadium. 66, Bruxton, and that's going to be a drive into the corner, and that's going to bounce off the wall in right field, and the right fielder post throws to second, but not in time. So it's a 2-out double by Bill Brutton. And here's Eddie Matthews. Eddie Matthews bats from the left side. He flied out to left to right in his first at bat. And here's a pitch. That's a 14, and that's a fly ball, medium left field, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the bottom of the second. 3-0. Braves. Wally Post, here he comes. Pitch from Burdette, and that's a 31. That's to be bounced up the middle and through for a base hit. Runner on. Willie Jones with a 12, and that'll be a 1-3 base on balls. But instead, that's going to be a 5-4-3. They turn it, double play around the horn, double play. It goes to Matthews, to Cottier, and to Torre. So Matthews, Cottier, Torre, and they turn it. And Willie Jones is a righty, and let's just double check all that. Just want to make sure I didn't do anything wrong. Yep, it's all good. Third baseman Matthews should be an A arm, and he is. All right. And here's Chico Fernandez. Arriba, arriba, ándale, ándale, tequila. Chico Fernandez, 25, and that'll be a pop-up to the left side. Third baseman Matthews takes it. No runs, one hit, nobody left. And we go to the top of the third inning. Here's Hank Aaron, 51. That's going to be a potential error. Oh, no, it's a strikeout. KD check. It's low enough for me to check. It's a 4, and it's 1-4 on Robin Roberts' card on that KD check. So the error checks turn into strikeouts. Here comes Covington. Covington doubled in that, and it was thrown out at the plate. He doubled, and he drove in a run. I never gave him credit for that run. Here's a pitch to Covington, and that's a 60, which will be a bouncer to first. Taking himself is Boucher. Next is Frank Torrey with a 46. That's a ballpark result. Torre is a lefty, and that'll be in foul territory, and the third baseman Jones has room. Yep, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits. We go to the bottom of the third. It's going to be Hegan, Roberts, and then the top of the order, Ashburn. Here's Burdett with the pitch, and that's a 61, which will be a liner to left field for out number 1. Next up is Robin Roberts, the pitcher, with a 31, and that's going to be banged up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. So muscles one out of the infield for a base hit. He's on at first. Here's Richie Ashburn. Ashburn batted 266, pitch from Burdett. It's a 22, and that's going to be a base on balls. Ball 4, puts runners on first and second, pushes Roberts to second. Here's Sparky Anderson, pitch from Burdett with a 33, and that's going to be low line for base hit, single. See if runner on second scores. There's going to be an assist. Runner on the outfielder, right fielder, Aaron. And Aaron is 1-4. We're going to throw that die. Here's the play at the plate, and he is out. It's a 9-4, a 9-4-2. And yep, and Roberts is out, 9-4-2. And runner goes to on the single. Runner goes to third, and Anderson stays at first. So 2 outs now, and here comes Lou Burdett. I'm sorry, here comes Ed Boucher. Lou Burdett, the pitcher. The pitch. And that's a 22, another 22, but that's going to be a base on balls. That's going to load the bases. So Burdett is rolling all the wrong things. So now here comes Harry Anderson. Harry Anderson popped up to the catcher in his last opportunity. He's batting here with the bases loaded with 2 out in the bottom of the third inning. The Braves lead it 3-0. So this is a big batter for Lou Burdett. And here's a pitch, and that's going to be an 11, and that is a ground ball to short. Flips to the second baseman covering, and that retires the side. So no runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, and scores 3-0 Braves. We move to the top of the 4th inning. All right, we're in the top of the 4th inning. Crandall, Logan, and Cottier. Score is 3-0 Braves, but they're starting to get to Burdett. Give a single in the first, a single in the second, then a couple singles. One of them was thrown out at home, and it was this pitcher trying to score, which was kind of weird, but I didn't hold him up. I don't know. I could make a rule, but I wasn't worried about it, just because I didn't expect that to happen. But anyway, 2 hits there. So he's given up 4 hits in 3 innings. He is a C. We're going to A pitcher versus a C pitcher, right? Burdett's a C today, and Roberts is an A, but the A is losing and the C is winning. Let's see what happens. See if it holds up. Here's Del Crandall, 45, and that'll be a ball hit right back to the mound. And Roberts handles it and throws him out, 1 down. Next is Johnny Logan. Love that name, Johnny Logan. It's a cool action-packed name, and that's a drive. Left field, way back, and Anderson looks up, and that's out of here. Home run for Johnny Logan. And that is 4-0. Wow. What a surprise that is. But, the Phillies are not a very good team. They're 20 games below 500. Here is Chuck Cottier. And the pitch from Robin Roberts, and that's a 16, which will be a strikeout. Out number 2 in the inning. And the pitcher, Lou Burdett. Pitch from Roberts, a 64, and that's a fly ball center field to end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, the home run by Johnny Logan. And we move to the bottom of the 4th. We are in Philadelphia at Connie Mack Stadium, 1959. I've gone in my time machine. I've gone back in time. Wally Post is up. Wally Post hit into a single his last at bat. Here's Burdett with a 44, and that is ripped for a base hit single to center field. So frozen rope off the bat of Wally Post. Hit it on the sweet spot. Here's Willie Jones now. We're going to try hit and run. That's where I got to look at the chart, and I know a couple of guys asked me about that. A guy asked me about, hey, when you're looking at the chart, what are you looking at? Let me see if I can find the book. Where did I get with the book? Where's the book? Ah, here it is. All right. So this is the chart. I should pull out. That's what she said. Let me grab the chart here. Here it is. All right. I have the bunt and the hit and run chart. I took it out of the book so I don't have to worry, and I'll show it to you. So here I'm going to roll. Here's the hit and run chart. It's so simple to use. It's good enough. It works. It's a hit and run. It's a 4. So if the batter is an A, if Jones is an A, that's going to be a base hit. And he is an A. I don't like to look. I just want to make sure they're not like power hitters. But that's going to be a base hit and runner to third. So there you go. That's how easy it is to use. And first and third now, nobody out. And here comes Chico Fernandez. Arriba, ándale, ándale, tequila. All right, here goes. We're going to try for a double play, and it's going to be a 24, which will be an out and a 1. Let's see if we can get a double play out of this. A 1. First and third, and a 1. Now they're going to get a player at home. Runner scores, and we get on a 1. Yeah, they advance, but otherwise it's going to be a fielder's choice. We were playing back. We were playing for the double play, so that's fine. I got no problem with that run scoring there. And it's going to be a 1-6 fielder's choice, RBI for Fernandez. And here's Jim Hegan, the catcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the 4th, 4-1. Braves, and that's going to be a 21, and that's a strikeout. Curveball. Chases the curveball in the dirt, flails at it, and heads back to the bench, angry at himself and ashamed in front of this crowd. And here's Robin Roberts, the pitch, and that's a 23, and that'll be back-to-back Ks. Strikes him out. So 1 run on 2 hits, and the score now is 4-1. Top of the order, Bill Brutton. Pitch from Roberts. It's a 65. That's a pitcher home run, -4. He's got a 1-12. So it says -4 on 65. 1-12 makes it 1-8, and that's a 20. So that is lined and caught by the third baseman, L5. So Brutton rips it to the opposite field, but right in the glove of the third baseman, who was positioned perfectly about 10 feet off the line. And here comes Eddie Matthews. Matthews is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Eddie Matthews, and that's a 36, and that'll be a fly ball center field. Deep center, backing up to the track, is Richie Ashburn, and he squeezed it for out number 2. We're in the top of the 5th. Score is 4-1, 2 outs, and here comes Hank Aaron. Mr. Aaron to you, sir. That's a 16, and that is a liner to right to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, and that top of the 5th for Robin Roberts. Losing it 4-1 right now. See if his team can come back slowly against the C, Burdett. Burdett's a C, but if he can hold on to a shutout, which he hasn't anymore because he gave up a run there, unfortunately. All right, here is Richie Ashburn. A 16, and that will be a bouncer to short. Logan, with a strong throw to first, retires him. Here's Sparky Anderson, and that's a bouncer to third. And nice scoop by Matthews, and he gets him at first, 2 out. And here's Ed Boucher, the lefty hitter. And Boucher's with a 31, and that will be a ball that's hit to right, and that's through the hole into the outfield for a 2-out single. Here's Harry Anderson, and that's a 23, which will be strike 3, and that retires the side. He got him on the fastball. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the top of the 6th inning. Wes Covington to lead it off against Robin Roberts. Both these pitchers can go a long way. So we're hoping for a double complete game, and that's a fly ball. Deep left field. Backing up to the track is Anderson. Harry Anderson makes the catch. Next up is Frank Torrey, who does a ton of collects a ton of base on balls, but here he's just going to bounce out to the shortstop. Fernandez throws low, but scooped out by the first baseman Boucher. 2 out, and here's Del Crandall. 4-1, top of the 6th. 1959, Milwaukee versus Philadelphia. And I'll tell you that the Milwaukee's 3-3 is their record. So they can go over 500 for the first time this season. They can hold on here. That's a 33. Crandall, and that is ripped for a single to left. Played on a hop by Anderson. Crandall is on at first. He's an A runner. And next is Johnny Logan with a 65, and that's a pitcher home run, 1-12. And oh, he just missed it with the 14. He bounced, he gets on top of it. That was a wheelhouse pitch, a meatball down the middle of the plate. But Johnny Logan got so excited and too eager, and he swung it and he hit it into the ground, and it bounced to second base, and that retires the side. So no run and 1 hit, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Johnny Logan missed an opportunity there to put the Braves up 6-1. Here we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Post, Jones, and Fernandez. Lou Burdett, who is a C pitcher today, he's winning 4-1 so far. Let's see if that doesn't begin to change here. Wally Post with a 15. That's a strikeout. That's his fourth strikeout of the day. Next is Willie Jones, who's 1 for 2, and that's going to be 65. That's a pitcher home run, 1-19, and that's a drive to left field, and that ball is out of here. Home run for Willie Jones, excuse me. And the score is 4-2 now. So slowly but surely they're coming back against the C pitcher. Here's Chico Fernandez. Tequila, 41, and that should be a base on balls. 1-8, and it's a 4. So unfortunately, Lou Burdett has amazing control because this is his C column, and he's got a 1-8 base on balls. But that's not good. There's some action in the bullpen. Here's Hegan, and that's a 13. That's a fly ball to center for out number 2, and the pitcher Robin Roberts with a 53, and let's see what this is, a 12. 53 is a range check, and that's a single to third base. What is the range for Eddie Matthews at third? That's the question. Matthews at third is a 9, so that's by him. That's going to be a base hit by the diving. Oh, and actually he stops it, and it could be an error. Matthews error range. He's going to throw it to first, and it is not an error. So it's blocked by the first baseman. So runner stops at second base. Let me see. Yeah, stops the second base on that. Made a wide turn. So the pitcher, Roberts, singles here with 2 outs and puts runners on first and second for the top of the order. So the tying runs are on. What do we do here? This is a predicament. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs, runners on first and second. I can, you have a C pitcher in there, and you have Richie Ashburn, who's a 266 hitter. You know what? We're going to roll. And if, he doesn't get this guy out, we pull him. Here goes. And that's going to be an out. Yes, sirree. That's going to be 56 is going to be a bouncer to second. Handled easily by Cottier, and he throws him out, and that retires the side. So big inning, big comeback for Lou Burdett here in this inning. After the solo shot, he walked the next batter and then got Hegan to fly out, but then allowed a single to Roberts, and that put runners on first and second with 2 out. The tying runs. Up came Richie Ashburn. He got him to bounce out to the second baseman to end the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, and the score is 4-2. Braves. We go to the top of the 7th inning. This is a great game. It's going to be Cottier leading off. Chuck Cottier with an 11, and that's going to be a fly ball to shallow right for out number 1. Gliding over and settling under it is the right fielder, Post. And here's Burdett. We're going to let him bat 55. And that's a drive down the line, and that kicks up some chalk dust and into the corner. Burdett's going to try for second. Here's the throw, the tag, and he is safe. Double for Burdett here in the top of the 7th inning. Just what the doctor ordered. Got a man in scoring position. Brutton is up. Brutton today is 1 for 2 with a walk and a double. Here's a pitch from Roberts. That's a 62, and that's it's a fly ball center field. Nobody will advance. Nope. Let's see, 62. Yep, that was at 62. So that is 2 out. And here is Eddie Matthews with a 16, and that's bounced to first. First baseman Boucher steps on the bag. No runs, 1 hit. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch. Let me go to the concession real quick. All right, it's Lou Burdett facing Sparky Anderson. Burdett is a C. He's beating the A, but that's a 42, and that'll be a fly to left. Shallow left for out number 1. Here's Boucher. He's 1 for 2 today with a walk, and that's a 56. That'll be a bouncer to the first baseman. Torrey takes it himself for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Lou Burdett. And here's Harry Anderson, and that's going to be lined for a base hit, ripped to center field for a base knock with 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. So the tying run is on. The tying run is at the plate, and Wally Post, who hit 22 home runs. So he's got good power. Burdett better proceed with caution here in the bottom of the 7th against Wally Post, who can hit the ball, who can smash the ball. So 2 out, runner on first, and Lou Burdett throws over to first. Keep Anderson honest. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 61. A fly ball, shallow center. Racing in is Brutton, and he gets there. And that retires the side. So no runs, 1 hit. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Aaron leading off with a 53 and an 8. That's a range check against the shortstop. Shortstop is Fernandez, and Fernandez's range is a 4, so that's by him. For a base hit for Aaron, he's on at first, and he's an F runner. Wes Covington, we're going to try a hit and run with, let's grab the chart. And that's going to be a 6. That'll be let's see. Ground out to the pitcher, runner's advance. So it's 1-3. A ball hit right back to the mound. Going to second is Aaron. And here comes Torrey. We're trying to scratch for an extra run here. We're only up by 2 runs. That's a 56, and that'll be a strikeout. So Frank Torrey, the lefty, strikes out. Chasing a curveball, a Roberts curveball. 2 outs, and here's Del Crandall. He's probably one of the top players on the team, but a 43, and that'll be a fly to left To end the inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the bottom of the 8th. Yikes. Scores 4-2 Braves. Jones, Fernandez, and Hegan. And Burdett is still out there. The pitch. And a 51 is an error check on the first baseman. First baseman is Torrey, and Torrey is a good feeling first baseman. Yes, he makes the play. G3. He flips to the first base for the pitcher covering. 1 out. Here is Fernandez, pitch from Burdett, 64, and that'll be a bouncer to short. Easy play for Logan. 2 out. And here's Jim Hegan. Jim Hegan with a 62, and that'll be a fly ball to right, shallow right, to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. So a pop-up by Hegan ends the inning. And we go to the top of the 9th. So this is in the bottom of the 9th. You're going to have last licks for the Phillies. See if the Braves can tack on a couple of runs here in the top of the inning. Logan with a 64, and that'll be a fly out to center field. 1 away. Here's Collier, and that's a 24, which will be a bouncer to second. Easy play for the second baseman, Anderson, who throws him out. And we're going to let Burdett bat here with 2 out in the top of the 9th and let him finish out the game. Let's see if that's possible. All right, that's going to be a 52, which is an error check. An error check on who? It's an error check on the center fielder. The number's an 8. The center fielder is Ashburn. And he's a 10, so it is an error. And it's going to be a 2-base error, so he bobbles it and he drops it, and it's a 2-base error on the center fielder. So Burdett is on at second now. He's an average runner, so that's a good thing. So here goes the pitch to Button, and it's a 16, which will be a bouncer to first base. Taking it himself is Boucher, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, the error. And we move to the bottom of the 9th. Last licks, we're going to have a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Roberts. All right, lefty hitter named Zawatsky, who batted .293, is going to bat against Lou Burdett here to start off the bottom of the 9th. Score is 4-2 Braves. Here's a pitch, and that's a 54, and we're going to check 54 charts. A base hit single, and it could be an error, an 8 on the left fielder. And the left fielder's Covington. Covington is an 8. Oh, and he bobbles it, and hustling to second base is going to be Sawatsky. Actually, they're playing safe right now. 2 games, 2 runs down. I'm going to play it safe, so we're not gonna go to second on that error. So there's not going to be an error. I mean, you could say, you know what? 1, 2, 3. He goes to second on the error. It's a 6. So he does not go to second on the error. And it is a single, so runner on at first. Because we are playing it safe, we don't want to take those unnecessary risks when we're down by 2 in the bottom of the 9th. So Richie Ashburn is up. Here's Lou Burdett. You know what? We're going to pull Lou Burdett. All right, just rolled for McMahon, and I rolled a 3. So he is an A pitcher here against Ashburn. And here's a pitch, and that's a 15. A 15 is going to be a fly out to left field for out number 1. I'm going to hold on to this game. This will put us over 500. Make us 4-3. We're 3-3 right now. The Braves are. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Sparky Anderson pitch from McMahon. 32, and the 32 is an out. 16 is going to be a fielder's choice. 6-4. So on at first is Anderson. And now it's Ed Boucher. Ed Boucher 1 for 3 today. McMahon checks in with Crandall for the sign, sets and deals, and that is a 24. Hit by pitch 1-6. He's got a -2, makes it a 5. He's got a 7. That's a fly ball left field, and the ball game is over. The Braves win it. They win it by a score of 4-2. Close game. Let's check out quickly. Let's do the hits together. So what a game that was. That was a blast. It was a blast. Let's see. I can't find the green. Let me see if I can find another green. There it is. There's another green. Sometimes my cat knocks the pens off the table. All right, so I'm going to use the green here. Let me sharpen it up a little bit. So I'm going to find all the hits. All right, so we got a hit in this is the Phillies, 2 hits, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10 hits for the Phillies. Here we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. And 8 hits for the Braves. And the errors, no errors, 1 error here. All right, so the Braves win it. They improve their record to 4-3. I want to try to get to 10 games. Milwaukee 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The Phillies 2 runs. That looks like a 10, right? 10 hits and 1 error. And the winning pitcher is going to be Burdette. Save goes to McMahon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's it. So let's see. Burdette went 8 innings. Gave up 10 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. How many walks did he give up? Let's see. Yellow. And let me sharpen this just a little bit. Walks. He made 1 walk there. 2 walks. So 2 walks. Strikeouts we do in red. Again, I like a sharp pencil. And it's going to be 2 there. 3, 4. 4 strikeouts for Lou Burdette. 1 home run. No hit by pitch. No wild pitch. And he wins it. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Please subscribe and like my channel. And join us at Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. You'll find a lot of great stuff at that site. It's probably the best baseball group on the net. No, it is the best baseball group on the net. And that's all I have to say. This is Fall Classic Baseball, and I will see you guys soon. Final score, Milwaukee 4 and the Phillies 2.